In the past 6 months, a North Buffalo family has lost 2 new puppies after having them for just a few weeks. Well, tonight, 2 on Your Side Sarah Hopkins has more on what may have caused their mysterious deaths and why the culprit could be in your yard.
I'll go get the bone. For the past few months, Tim and Melissa Haley had been trying to get to the bottom of what had not only become a frustrating mystery, but a heartbreaking one as well.
It was devastating the first time, but the second time is just, I can't even put into words.
Last spring, just weeks after the Haleys brought home a husky puppy named Cashel, he suddenly got sick and died. Then just last week, the same thing happened to a new puppy, Cashel too. Each dog's symptoms were strikingly similar.
Very lethargic, acute loss of appetite, wouldn't eat, wouldn't drink, and some diarrhea.
Tim, a surgeon, and Melissa, a nurse, were dumbfounded and devastated.
But then the exact same clinical scenario took place in the second pup, and I had seen a mushroom.
A mushroom that looked like this. And after doing their research, the Haleys are convinced it is a poisonous Amanita mushroom, the same kind that killed a Clarence man back in 2005. He thought it was safe to eat, but it was deadly.
Identifying mushrooms can be fairly difficult.
But Ashley Webb, a clinical toxicologist for ECMC and the Upstate Poison Control Center, says Amanita mushrooms are usually found in wooded areas. The one in the Haley's yard was growing in mulch. Webb says they're usually a white or yellowish color and may have a ring around the stem.
The picture that you showed me definitely could be an Amanita type mushroom, and the symptoms of the dogs that were listed today are consistent with GI symptoms. Without lab work, it's difficult to know.
It's enough for the Haleys, who want to use their experience to raise awareness.
You know, not only for pets, but inquisitive toddlers that could be roaming in a yard.
The safest thing to do is to avoid eating all mushrooms or to remove them from the yard if you have small children or animals.
If you do ingest a poisonous mushroom, it could take 6 hours for symptoms to show up. Webb says if you suspect a child may have ingested one, get them to the ER immediately and bring the mushroom. Make sure you dig up the entire thing, including the bulb. She says this year's hot, humid summer makes it prime time for mushrooms to develop. Sarah Hopkins, Channel 2 News, tonight.
There is new hope for people with spinal cord injuries with news about an upcoming clinical trial. The FDA has given its approval for clinical trials to begin on transplanting a patient's own Schwann cells to the site of a recent spinal cord injury. The so-called Miami Project to Cure Paralysis has been working toward this trial since 1985. A Batavia man who was severely hurt in a car accident years ago has been following the project's progress, and he's hopeful.
They know that they can get any animal that they have tested with returning to 70% of normal, what they were before their injury. So now they finally convinced the FDA that we know what we're doing, let's try this on humans.
Well, the hope is that this trial will bring researchers closer to finding a cure for many forms of paralysis. The FDA approval makes the Miami Project